Welcome, one and all, to another 12 FPS, the kind of game they write similes about. I am Yuni. I will be playing my big noir nerd, Bekett, and I am joined by the kind of game they write similes about. um, uh, Before we get into it, yeah, Deedee, would you like to introduce you and perhaps who you are playing?
Yes, hello. I had to mute for a bit because I started giggling. They're like, no, I can't interrupt. Uh, but yeah, I am Deedee Flowers, also known as Deedee, and I'm playing a dame that you can write similes about.
Yes, indeed. Indeed, you are. Um, to start us off, I have prepared uh perhaps a bit of a perspective to set the scene. Without further ado, the night was cold and gray, like a gun pointed to the temple. Colder than a heart left to wither, colder than forgotten coffee. Then again, he's only experienced two of the three. On that night, he's liable to have them both again. It's past office hours, but he's there all the same, as crime and loss are rarely so polite to happen on schedule, and sure enough, this knock came well past any decent hour. Nothing about what to come is decent, so it's only setting a precedent. And so she comes in, with legs that go all the way up to her torso, as legs are wont to do.
Well, hello, detective.
Good evening, ma'am. What is it that brings you here this night?
Oh, please, ma'am was my mother. You may call me by my first name, darling, Cassandra.
Well, Miss Cassandra, then. It's rare to see a lady of your caliber walk into a place like this.
Yes, I'm sure. It would appear I'm not the only dark and stormy thing that's entered your office this evening, aren't I? I should probably give a little image of what this character looks like, shouldn't I?
Yeah, yeah, you should.
I almost forgot.
Let's see.
But yeah, into Beckett's office is a buxom, beautiful cat.
Mm, yeah, yeah. Very saucy lady
Mm-hmm.
coming in. Um really emphasizing that bust.
Yeah.
Gotta get that femme fatale energy.
Yeah.
Um
Real Jessica Rabbit vibes going on.
oh yes. Oh, she is, I'm sure, framing herself in the door just so in order to really let it catch her form, catch the and catch the eye. Um
Yes, absolutely. Her tail is like kind of curled sensuously around her, you know, like across the door frame, and she is leaning almost breathlessly on the other side of the door.
oh, well, Beckett, he straightens in his chair and gestures languidly, says, well, far be it from me to keep a dame such as yourself out in the cold. Why don't you come in and tell me what brings you into this this sort of neighborhood?
Oh, Thank you so much, Detective. You're far too kind, such a gentleman. And you see, well, it's you're right. This isn't the sort of neighborhood I like to call my own. I'm I'm in desperate need of your assistance. You see, it's about my employer. My employer, Dr. Roquefort. He's in dire need of your assistance, and you're the only one we can turn to.
Well, how dire is it if he can't come and see me himself?
Oh, the doctor's a private man. Everyone has their secrets after all. You, of all people, should know that. Can't you, Detective?
Well, I cannot disclose whether or not that's so true.
And I can't disclose anything for my employer.
I see, I see. Well, man's in help, or at least you are, and I can't deny a lady in need. So
Oh,
tell me, what is it that he sent you here for?
oh, I knew you were the right person for the job. You're a regular knight in, well, wrinkly armor. Oh, you see, my employer recently had a bit of a break in his laboratory. Dr. Roquefort has been plagued by a despicable thief and lost something very precious to his work. It's a diamond, you see. A very powerful diamond.
Diamond. What kind of power are we talking about here? Is this the power to dazzle, power to charm, power to buy more powerful things?
Oh, no, dear, that's what I'm employed for. No, 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 no. This diamond is used for some sort of laser that he is trying to create. Something about, oh, the clarity and hardness of the crystal. Oh, I haven't a head for any of that silly technology, bibbly babble. But he assures me that there is no way to replace it or to replicate it. It must be found, and to find it, we must find the thief.
I think at this point, I will say, uh, Beckett is going to roll insight.
Oh,
Let's see.
oh no,
Ooh, the
buddy!
dice are not helping him
I was
get see through this dame's wily ways. That was a 9 total. Um
I was I was gonna roll a performance or a persuasion to contest, but
I mean, you should still, who knows, maybe you'll roll worse.
yeah, I'll roll a performance just to see.
Uh-huh, uh-huh. Oh, no, yeah, that 16 blows right past him. Golly, this dame, she's so distraught. It really tugs at the heartstrings.
Mm-hmm. She's definitely pulled a silk handkerchief from the chest fluff that that is being stuffed into her dress and is just dabbing at her eyes. Is seconds away from swooning from the looks of it, and this is a big lady, so that's gonna be a big swoon.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Oh, goodness. Well, he can't stand to see a lady so worked up, caught by the vapors. He he of course keeps a box of tissues on his desk and pushes them toward her to dab at her eyes daintily.
Yes, she reaches over and is dabbing. It's like, oh, oh,
Ugh,
you detective,
don't
you.
don't work yourself up, darling. I'm sure we can figure something out to get you out of this jam that your employer has put you in. Truly, truly a despicable fellow to put you through all this stress on his own terms. But well, this thief that has gone through his laboratory, what can you tell me about them?
Oh, the dear old doctor's not as bad as all that. He's just a little bit of a sourpuss, if you'll excuse the pun. And as for the thief, well, I can't say much. I can give you a description, but I'm afraid we have no idea where the dastardly devil has gotten disappeared off to. You see,
Well, that is what thieves tend to do. Wouldn't be much of a master criminal if you knew where to find him.
true, true, but this particular pestilence has been a peculiar thorn in my employer's side. This is a return offender, if you will. The thief has
Uh,
made a habit of invading my dear employer's laboratory.
it's bold, bold for a criminal to return to the scene of the crime and make it a crime once more. Just how many times have they pulled this shtick on you?
Oh, bold is certainly the word for a detective. It's certainly the word indeed. And, oh, I couldn't possibly keep track, but I would say it's somewhere near, oh, 57 times a year, perhaps?
Oh, yes, that is a bit past bold, I would say, verging on the edge of, well, frankly, I would maybe recommend your employer should have gotten someone on that a little bit sooner. But hey, no room to judge here. The point is, you're getting help now, and I am here to help.
And your help is
What
so. Sorry, go ahead.
what what other things has this person gotten into?
Oh, everything and anything. Tunes, you know. They do love a running gag, and this one is no exception. Beg pardon. But, well, they should, like they said, they tend to have a bit more fun destroying things than actually stealing things. At least from my particular employer, they seem to have derived a perversive sort of pleasure in his pain. Yes.
Someone really does not enjoy the scientific arts, it seems.
Goodness, no. They wouldn't know a good scientific creation if it bit them on the behind.
Hmm. Not their kind of chemistry, I take it.
Oh, goodness, no. They're a bit basic, if you catch the good drift.
I can tell from the acid in your tone you mean it.
I like what you're. I like your attitude, detective.
Hmm. Well, I try my best, but unfortunately, sometimes there are just people who there's no good reaction.
Oh, yes, yes, indeed.
This
What's that?
this person, you said you had a descriptor of them would be a
Oh,
good starting place.
oh yes, and not just a descriptor. We managed to get a fairly decent photograph of the fiendish fishy fiend. And let me just roll a little d10 here.
Please do.
Oh wait.
Well, gotta put a one in front of that D10.
Oh yeah.
We'll
Hmm?
remove the space from the
Oh,
R.
I put the space in there. Whoop, my bad.
Yeah. This is what the editing's for.
Yay! Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, she successfully pulls like a photograph from the chest fluff.
Oh,
And yeah,
he.
she she hands him a photograph. It is a kind of grainy photograph of a woman in a mask, kind of like a half face mask.
Mhm. Huh. You weren't kidding. This is one fishy individual. But I must say, it's not the only thing that stinks about this whole operation. What is it that, was there anything that maybe lured this person into your office?
Oh, darling, one thing you need to understand about this thief is that their priority is making a menace of themselves. They
Huh.
like shock and awe. They think it's funny. But I know the truth, and so does my employer. She's nothing but a dastardly bottom feeder. She thinks herself the biggest fish in the tank, but there's always a bigger fish. Always.
Mm. She seems like a pretty big fish in this small pond if she kept, coming back to you. Must be, real small fry if she never moved on to bigger and better things, though.
Well, I wouldn't know about a small fry. After all, the doctor is quite the whale, so to speak.
Wow.
Have you not?
This, uh, is this diamond of yours the first thing she's taken?
The first, but it's certainly the most valuable. The the doctor is a genius, a true person of science. He can make anything and everything. But that diamond took far too many resources to gather. It's nigh impossible to replicate. And that is the issue here. The doctor could always build again. That ingredient, that key component, well, as I said before, he's in dire straits about it.
Hmm. What I would say your best bet is to, well, see if you can lure this person in again. They do so love coming back to you. Why not set a trap and see if they take the bait?
Oh, if only it were that easy. You see, that's the problem. If the thief acted the way they were supposed to, we would have seen some hide or hair of them, but they've vanished completely and utterly ever since, well, the last attack.
And how long has it been?
It's been too long. 3 months, I
Gonna
think.
do another insight. Oh my god!
Dude!
Oh wow! Dice said no!
I mean,
No insight for Bekett today. That's a
I
nat one, y'all.
no, buddy.
Oh, fully taken in by just like he's just having too much fun accessing this theater kid energy.
Oh god. Oh god, honey.
Oh wow.
Oh no.
This poor dame, this poor dame.
This poor dame.
Oh yeah, he gives her a, very reassuring, gentlemanly pat on the hand as she pours her heart out about this awful hardship she's been going through. Oh,
Oh god. She's she is like dabbing away eyes and just like giving him a simpering smile. Though hmm, I don't know if like you
mm,
wanted to do investigation on anything, but I did give you a picture.
yeah, she did give a picture, and yeah, I think at least an investigation just to like first instinct, how much does he think he can figure out with what she's given him so far? Nice. Please.
Yeah,
Oh, now, oh,
damn.
feast or famine around here. It's a nat
I
20 now.
oh
Holy
god.
moly. Hachi
Oh,
machi.
Hachi Machi indeed. Oh god.
Oh,
Like, do you want it to be just on the photograph or do you want like some other stuff?
I think, oh gosh. The photograph will definitely be a thing, but he will of course ask if any of, any clues left at the scene of the crime, etc. Any hints they may have on the nature of this foul, dastardly individual who would dare take advantage of a poor scientist and his crew just trying to surely make the world a better place.
Yeah. Well, I think with an investigation, she's definitely like, yeah, like the insight basically made him very susceptible to the dame's tears. But after, she gives her spiel, doesn't really give a lot of information about the type of work that the doctor actually does.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, like, oh yes, Hilo talks about how the doctor specializes in robotics, how the diamond
Mm-hmm.
is like for a laser, and it's all very hush hush.
Right, yeah. Special laser diamonds that scientists use for things. Yeah, there's nothing suspicious about that.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
I mean, the
cannot believe.
investigation, yeah, it's so good.
Here's the thing. I will say the the nat one on Insight, he is fully bought in. He is fully like down to like eat whatever it is she gives him right now. The nat 20 investigation, I just for my own peace of mind opens him up to maybe find stuff later, but for the purposes of this FPS, he is not getting there.
Oh, 100%. I will say, like,
Yeah.
you get like the photograph is probably like a perfectly crystal clear image of this character, even with the mask being on. You can tell the mask is kind of part of the design, but you could identify this
Hmm.
tune in a crowd. Also, with the 28, um, this tune looks like in a weird position, like it's of the character of the tune, like, you know, kind of like laying down or something. It's only of like their head, their neck, and the top of their shoulders. The shoulders are bunched
Uh,
up, and oh, this character's tied up. This character is tied up to
ah.
a slab, and yeah.
He is going to ask under what circumstances they managed to get this photo of this thief. It seems interesting for them to be tied up with someone who has never uh, been caught, it seems.
Oh, wait, I misspoke. We were able to catch her temporarily. It's keeping her caught is the problem. The doctor has many devious traps, specifically in mind for catching the thief. Humanely, of course. No, no, no. We want her alive, so she can answer for the devious, dastardly crimes.
Hmm.
But she's a slippery fish. She always manages to squirm her way out.
Hmm.
This was one of the only images we were able to capture of her before she managed to escape, and blew up half of the lab on top of it.
Well, she may have gotten away, but you did at least manage to get her on the hook long enough to get this. I think this should be a good, solid start in figuring out where she's run off to. But it is interesting. What uh, what is it that you're hoping to do once I track down this nefarious individual? I, of course, know that you will want your diamond back, but what are you hoping happens to this criminal of yours?
Hmm. I'm just gonna roll a little quick, because that kind of took her off guard for a little bit. Gonna roll
Uh-huh.
a God, what would that be? Like a maybe like a whiz save, maybe? Like, huh, wasn't expecting that. Trying to keep up the act. Yeah, whiz save.
Sure.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that really took her off.
Aha!
That really took her off guard. But me, well, I, 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 I will be honest with you, Detective. I haven't really thought that far ahead. One must only take things one day at a time, you know. And well, I think the only thing that that the doctor can really focus on is finding the thief first. What comes after? Well, what don't know if I don't know what I want after that. Perhaps just to see the thief's face. Perhaps that'll be enough.
I must be fully honest with you, Miss Cassandra. It's it's no guarantee that if I find this individual, I'll be able to bring them back to you. My MO is to locate a person, not necessarily drag them into the spotlight, as it were. People go into the shadows for a wide variety of reasons, and well, You may get this impression already. I think that it's not wise to bring things into the light if they don't need to be.
Hmm.
So, this diamond of yours, I am sure I should be able to find it along with your little antagonist here, but I cannot promise that you will see her face again.
Hey, Uni, do you want to roll insight again? And because the whiz save was so bad, you want to do it at advantage?
Sure, let's see what happens.
Yeah, because she's still kind of thrown. I think advantage is fair.
Fair enough. I mean, he did get a nat 1 earlier, so we'll see. All right. Okay,
Ooh!
a 15 is 15's all right.
Oh, that's pretty good. It's enough to know that she's not happy with that response. Like, you say, like, oh, there's no guarantee you can bring her back. You could, like,
Uh-huh.
drag her in. And she's like, she just kind of frowns. You can see, like, her gloved hand kind of twitch. In, are you still holding her hand?
He Yeah, you know what? He's laid a reassuring hand on her, and as long as she's keeping up the tearful dame act. So yeah, I'll say he's still got a hand on her.
Yeah. Um, you see like the very briefest like flash of like frustration and anger, and you've got her hand in your hand, and she doesn't cut you, but you definitely feel underneath like the very delicate silk gloves, claws. Cat's got claws,
Hmm.
and she like kind of flexed them on instinct before like very subtly like relaxing her hand, taking a deep calming breath, trying to compose herself. It's like, I know, I will have to be satisfied with just that, but, well, the doctor is quite powerful. I know it's not in your normal purview, but we would be eternally grateful if you could not just only bring the diamond back, but the thief as well. It's a bit embarrassing to admit, but well, and she kind of like kind of looks to the side and then looks back to Beckett. It's like, I think the doctor's missed their little games, though he's loath to admit it.
So perhaps a bit of a cat and mouse situation enjoyed between you and this the doctor and this
Y-
individual.
oh, yes, yes, the doctor. Yes, of course.
You know, that does change things. It does track how often this person has come back. They must love the thrill of the game. And for them to stop coming back, that speaks to some one way or another. I'll make sure they know that they are missed. And with my own judgment, I'll see to it that I'll see to it that justice gets served.
um, well, that would be most appreciated, but she's kind of, oh, I the player am stuck.
He has probably let go of her at by this point. Like it is not unusual for when he tells people, like, "Hey, I will look for the person you're asking for. I cannot guarantee I will bring them back." It's not uncommon for people to not be super happy with that answer. But it felt a lot more personal of a reaction than just, "My boss definitely wants this person back." So,
Mhm.
um,
No, yeah, I don't want to make you roll insight again because the insight has not been kind, but like she kind of knows, you can kind of tell like she knows she's been kind of caught. She's been seen and she doesn't
mhm.
like it, but she's like trying to build herself back up. It's like, "Oh, yes, my boss, of course. Yes, of course."
Naturally. Well, I will say that it is a tough situation that you have caught yourself in the middle of. Seems too masters of their craft. It's very difficult to be caught in the middle of that. And I'm sure it is a stressful experience for you to be in the middle of.
Oh, oh, darling, I am quite good at juggling. Nothing I can't handle, of course. Just kind of
No.
flopping her hair back, getting back into character.
Oh, I'm sure you can handle as many balls in there as you need, but it is, as you said, a tricky game to be in the middle of.
And what can I say? I'm a talented woman. It's nothing that I can't handle, and nothing I haven't handled before.
Yeah,
And with
you
the
do strike me as the sort to well, keep your fingers in many pies.
oh, you could say that. Let's just say I like to keep my finger on the pulse, especially when I have so many talented people to assist me, such as yourself.
Oh, I am always happy to assist, even an assistant.
Oh, absolutely pleased to hear that, detective. Absolutely pleased to hear that indeed. Well, if you keep
If
charming me like, oh, go ahead. Sorry.
I just he gives a sort of gentlemanly nod of the head and says, "I am sure you have many important duties that you must take care of for your employer. It would be gauche of me to keep you any longer than necessary, but I truly do hope that you will let me know if anything further occurs to you. And certainly do not make yourself a stranger around these parts, all right?"
Oh, oh, darling, you know what they say about curiosity. It killed the cat, but it also brought it back. And I'm quite curious about you.
Hmm.
You might see me meowing at your doorstep sooner than you think.
Well, you have certainly piqued my curiosity as well. There's a great many things that oh, I think there may be more than one cat and mouse game going on here, and between you and me, I'd like to find out who's who.
Oh, I'm sure you would. My goodness, you already look like the cat who caught the canary.
Oh, well, as you said, Everybody has their own squeakrits.
Okay. It's like, oh,
That's
oh,
going a little bit too far on the pun thing, but I'm sticking to it.
it's good. It's good. It made me cackle. It was very good. Stick with it. It's like, oh, very clever detective. But it won't be so easy to make this canary sing.
Yeah. As long as that's how you're feeling, yeah, far be it from, to press my luck.
I never said
I
you were.
do trust that, well, wouldn't want you to show your claws unnecessarily.
Oh, don't worry. I'm quite I know how to work my claws properly. I'm quite gentle with prey of all
Hmm.
sizes.
If I can be honest with you, I quite like the thrill of the hunt from any side it comes.
How delightful. See you
This
around.
has been a very interesting evening, and well, it's the kind of game that I do love to play.
I must say, it's quite, well, not the same. I do love a good game myself. So we should meet up again and play in round two.
Hmm. I think that we should, as long as we both make sure these dice, well, nobody's playing with loaded dice, as it were.
Oh, loaded dice here. I may live dangerously, but I always play fair. But what can they say? I'm a lucky sort of creature. I only hope your luck doesn't run out, detective.
Oh, a black coat doesn't bode well for me, but I make do.
You know what they say? They always bet on black.
Oh God.
I'm not sorry.
Perhaps so, but let's just hope he, taps at his lens. It's hard to tell. Sometimes things just make me see red.
Oh, seeing red, seeing red. That's what I call a bullseye.
Oh. How long can we keep this going? How long does it go for?
No, man. We can almost, if we wanna, like, I just want to put like a 20 hours later, and they're still going at it.
Yeah. Oh man. Oh, they just truly go back and forth. Uh cut to, but whenever later Beckett is recounting this story to Malloy and he's just like, get on with it. I get it. You guys are flirting. Oh.
Yes. I think
Um,
oh
yeah, go
god.
ahead.
I was gonna say, like, I do think she leaves like Cassandra, fake name, does leave her card with the detective. And it does say like fake name at the bottom.
Yes, good. Yes. Cassandra, fake name of the famous fake name family. Um,
A very
and
prestigious family, you know.
and he urges her to give his regards to the doctor in all the work he's doing. He's sure that diamond will be used for great things.
Oh, is and Beckett is assured that oh, they will be used for great things indeed.
Mhm.
Great and terrible is implied, but not said.
Yeah, 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 yeah. No, he rolled it out one on the insight, and I'm sticking to it. He's he has not figured out the nefarious implications quite yet.
It's fine. She's just holding in her evil laughter. It's fine.
It's fine. She's in character. Uh, yeah, as she heads out back into those dark, cold streets. It is not the only cold embrace that she is hoping to have soon. Oh God. I don't know.
Well,
Is there any other final button you want to put on it?
I mean, okay, so yeah, I could think of something like I think like, Cassandra when she finally emerges into the doctor's lab, removes like you know, removes her heels, puts on some sensible shoes and, puts on a lab coat and she's like putting the heels back and is like, ah, yes, I'll have to put this back in the closet. And then she kind of hesitates and looks at the heels, looks at the dress that she has not worn since her theater kid days, and it's like, hmm, keeps this kind of closer to the front of her closet for a just in case scenario before she
Uh-huh.
gets back to work. This will not be the last anyone sees of Dr. Almost said Dr. Beckett. Detective Beckett sees of Cassandra, fake name.
Oh, good. I he gets out his notebook, flips to a new page, and writes the case Cassandra with at least like three A's at the end.
Yes, three A's and an H for some reason.
Oh, good. Okay. With that being the case, I think that was the kind of dame they write similes about. Thank you so much for coming to me with this game idea. I I love them just getting to let out their utter nerdery and go to town.
Yes. Thank you for agreeing to play with me because, yes, theater kid enrichment,
Drama nerds
drama, nerds.
just getting to throw it all out at each other. Oh, I think that was the true reason for his nat one. He was just so charmed by someone like matching his genre that he was willing to accept it.
Yes. And I'm gonna be real with
But yes.
yes. I was like, honestly, like, same reason I think for like a lot of like Cassandra's roles because oh my god, so much fun. She hasn't had a chance to go ham since the thief went away. Yes.
Well, it was good for me. It was good for you, I assume, and I hope it was
Yes.
good for everyone listening. thank you so much for joining us on this very, very dramatic, dark and stormy 12 FPS.
Yes. Thank you so much for joining us, guys, for this
Um,
thrilling adventure hour. That's a reference to a thing.
it's a thing that we both like, and you should too.
Yes. It's a thing we named the thing after.
Hey. Oh, God. Okay. Stopping
All right.
recording.
All right. Bye.